Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Royal Mix Gaming channel. As you can see, this is not Rise of Kingdoms. That's because this is Call of Dragons. It was recently released, I think yesterday at like 3 UTC or something like that, and I'm going to be covering this game quite extensively. I am still playing Rise of Kingdoms. I will still do some videos and some live streams of Rise of Kingdoms, but the vast majority of my videos will be Call of Dragons from now on. That's just kind of the channel review of what this video is going to be about. We're also going to do a little bit more of that, but we're also going to open some keys and some things like that in this video and see what we can get, because I'm going to be covering Call of Dragons much more. This is a very similar game, if you're interested in this, to Rise of Kingdoms. It just has ranged combat and some things like that in it that you may like more than Rise of Kingdoms, and the graphics, as you can see, are much more detailed than Rise of Kingdoms. And I'm still learning a lot about this game, so I'm not going to go into too much detail of the game itself or anything like that at this very moment. But it is very, very similar to Rise of Kingdoms. There's the same commanders, well, similar commanders. So these aren't historic commanders, but they're more, I would say, magical commanders, where they're just commanders with different skills and things like that. But we'll go more into that into a separate video. But I just wanted to kind of recap that, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on Call of Dragons, and I will be doing live streams of Rise of Kingdoms mostly instead of doing videos. Unless I'm going to be maxing a commander or something like that, it's going to be a lot more videos on this game, so stay tuned for that. Moving on, I am in server 32 here in Call of Dragons, so if you're looking to join Call of Dragons and play with me or play in the same server as me, I am in Kingdom 32 with Chiscool and his alliances right now, and I am working on upgrading my account and things like that. So I have actually, we're going to open keys and do some things like that, like I was saying. So I've actually saved up a fairly large amount of keys for this video. It's only been about a day since the kingdom has opened, but I have 140 keys, and I also have some other keys that we can open here and see what we get. That's going to be the vast majority of this video, is opening keys. It's a fairly large opening for a video, I think, at the very start of the game, and my goal is to open up more and more larger and larger key openings so that we can have some decent videos for this channel. And other videos are going to be heroes, some things, different artifacts, things like that, other parts of this game that I'll show you later on. But we're going to go ahead and do some draws here and see what we can get, because that's really what we're here for in this video, is to kind of just show you the game, do some little things. It's very similar to Rise of Kingdoms, like I was saying, where it's, silver keys and gold keys is basically what we're going for here. So there are more shards rather than sculptures, which is the same thing. There's also these things called epic medals that are going to be your stars, basically your stars for this game instead of the Rise of Kingdoms actual stars. It's medals, and then these are tokens instead of like sculptures. But the speed ups and everything else is pretty much the same. And in general, we actually got a 10 spot for her right now. And then let's keep pulling here and see what we can get. I'm looking to see what kind of legendaries we can get, but we are getting a few epics here. Like I was kind of saying, I'll do some videos on commanders and things like that so that we can go ahead and see what I think the best commanders are, what the best civilization is, things like that in this video. Will be very basic, just getting back into doing videos, like I was saying. So we're going to go ahead and get going on the gold keys themselves. Looks like we pulled a full epic commander. I think his name's like Allman or something like that. But what you'll realize is there is actually ranged commanders in this game. So this commander here is actually a ranged commander as far as I know in Magic. And at the end of this video, I'll kind of show you what the combat's like, just a quick look at it, things like that. But this is a very more strategic game than Rise of Kingdoms is, in the sense that the combat is much different because you don't have to be up close and in a big murder ball to fight and things like that. It's much more strategic in the way you can play, because there's also flying units and things like that, so you kind of just have to play it a lot more differently than that. So here's an actual legendary, I believe, commander. I think he's actually infantry, which is not what I'm looking for, but he might be good, I'm not sure. He did some weird stuff there, that's kind of funny. His name's Ordo. Actually, this is elite. I thought it was legendary. So I think we did pull a legendary though, so let's see what we get for legendary. It may have just been the stars. I guess I just got the legendary star, which is still good. And then we got 10 epics for Pan, which is in one of the epic commanders in the game. So we'll see if we get any legendaries here. I think you do get one, kind of like Pity or something like that. So we get 10 more Alwyn, which I think I will be investing into him at some point, but we'll just have to see. Let's see, keep going here. A couple golds to see what we get. Actually got a full Thea, I'm not sure how to say it. She is actually, I think, a flying unit as far as I know. Forgive me if I'm wrong, I'm still learning this game. But there are actually flying units in this game, which is another thing that you can know and kind of see the combat once we get into that point. And she is, I believe, an epic commander, actually marksman, so this is kind of like archers. She is still ranged, so it is archers, but it's not a mage, which is like magic, like a staff, like that. It's actually a bow and arrow, so like an archer. And that's another commander I might invest in, because I'm looking to look into ranged commanders in this game more so than anything else, because I think that that's going to be a lot more fun in this game, and also it's just going to be a little bit easier since I'm not going to be a super whale or something where you're trying to tank for everybody. You're going to be trying to do more ranged combat in this game, in my opinion. So we went ahead and got some more epics and some gold stars. I think that's like an extra, like one of the bundles kind of stars maybe, which is pretty good. So we're going to keep going here and see what we get. Got another 8 more pulls. Got a green. Actually got another commander here. I think this might be legendary. We'll have to see. She's a little bit different. Let's see what kind of commander she is. This is a legendary infantry commander, peacekeeping and skill commander. So we'll go ahead. This is Nika, and we'll go ahead and review these commanders in a different video. But like I said, I'm going to be doing ranged commanders because from what I've been told, infantry and things like that in this game are powerful probably, but they're more for big spenders that can get the sculptures for them and things like that, because range is just easier to not take a big hospital bill because there's stamina in this game, so it's a little bit different than Rise of Kingdoms, where you're not going to be city hopping and doing things like that. You're going to be doing more strategic field fighting with ranged commanders to get the most value out of a single march. Actually got another legendary commander, Nico. He is a marksman, engineering, and precision commander. And I think engineering has to do with building, but I'm not 100% on that. Like I said, I'll be doing more of that in the next couple of videos. Marksman is also ranged. So we got Nico, another legendary. And we'll see what else we get. We got some more epics. This commander here, Waldir, is probably the first epic commander you would want to invest in because he's a ranged magic commander, and he's also very, very powerful. Let's go ahead and keep pulling here and see what else legendary we can get. Let's see what this is. I don't think this guy is legendary, but we can see. I would imagine he's probably elite. There's no real gold going on here, but we'll go ahead and see. Let's see here. He is actually epic. This is actually cavalry, a rally, and a tank commander, so it's kind of maybe like Richard. I'm not sure. I'd have to read his skills eventually to kind of tell you what his role is in the open field. But another epic is not the worst thing to get. Some more gold stars and some more epic stars is a good way to round these out. Like I said, these are just gold keys, so we really just looking for legendaries if we can get them. Got 10 more epic shards for Waldir here, which is really, really good. We can add some skills to him, I'm pretty sure, once we get done with these draws. Have another 3 draws left, which is pretty good. Got some more of the other ranged commander I would be looking to invest in. Maybe if I see that I'm getting plenty of sculpture for him, I'll definitely max him once I get all the gold keys going on and stuff anyways. 2 more draws here, and let's see what we get. Got another legendary piece, so let's see what we get. Looks like just stars this time, unfortunately. No legendary commanders this time. But I do think this game has a pity system where you get a certain number of them. I did pull 5 or 5er. I'm not sure, maybe I just drew 1 accidentally. Oh well. We'll go ahead and just keep drawing here to finish them off. Got 10 blues, some epic Titan ones. Got some speed ups, some regular resources in an epic metal. We got legendary Titan metal, which is pretty good. 10 epics. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Got a couple more keys. And let's see here. We got to finish it off with a couple of speed ups, and that's all we got for today. on that. That is the gold key opening. Just like Rise of Kingdoms, there are bundles for unlocking legendaries, and I think I got 2 or 3 of them. We may or may not get those later, I do not know. But there's something called artifacts also in this game, and we're going to go ahead and draw our daily one and see what we get. It's probably going to be epic. Looks like a magic bomb, where you can kind of throw the bomb and probably deal damage in an area to 3 nearby legions. So we'll go ahead and see what that's like whenever we get around to it. We actually have 43 of these keys, so we're going to go ahead and rip them open and see what we get. Looks like we got a green advanced one, got another epic, blue, another blue, blue, green. I think the leaf doesn't do anything. Some blues, and another green. Got another 2 or 3 draws here. Let's see what we get. Got an epic, and let's go ahead and see. I'm not sure which ones of these are good, but this is like a debuffing one, it looks like to me, or something. So we'll go ahead and keep drawing here. We have a couple more, and we'll see what we get. We got epic gardening one, which I think is resource gathering probably. We'll go ahead and see what that does later on. I'll do a video on the artifacts once I understand them a little bit better myself, and also just kind of to help you guys out when you're trying to play this game. So those are the artifact keys that we're going to go ahead and open today, and then we're going to go ahead and apply some skills to our commanders real quick. I have Lilia, which I think is going to be one of the higher commanders that I'm going to work on. Waldir, like I was saying, we can apply 3 skills to him. I'm going to go ahead and max his first skill, just like Rise of Kingdoms. You're going to want to make sure you max that first skill. We're actually short a little bit, so we're not going to worry about that right now. But I did unlock Thea and Nika and Nico. We're going to go ahead and pull out one of these commanders and show you kind of the combat real quick on this game. So we're going to go ahead and attack this Darkling Patrol. We're going to create a Legion, which is just like another march, and we're going to send some flying units out. I don't know specifically if I have flying units here, so I'm not sure how this will work. It may not do exactly like I'd want. So this isn't exactly, you would want to do flying units with the flying unit commander, which I think that's obvious, but these commanders will go over terrain whenever they actually are flying units, because there is mountains like this, so they would be able to fly over it and things like that. But the combat in this game is very similar to Rise of Kingdoms, just there's range. So this one is, as far as I know, not a ranged commander, so she's going to get up and close, but that is just kind of how the combat works. She's kind of a support commander. It's a very easy battle, but I just kind of wanted to show you that it's very similar to Rise of Kingdoms, just different in general. There's different mechanics and things like that that I will teach you as I go through this game. So thank you guys for joining me for another video. I will continue to make more videos on Call of Dragons, but I just wanted to give you guys a good key opening just to kind of start this season of videos off and get you guys into this game so you can kind of see what it's like, kind of see the graphics, the gameplay, a little bit of that, and also just a little bit of the general keys and commanders. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys very soon.